Whatever you seven here back with another video, and today we're gonna be going over the charts. Before we start, be sure to like button, comment, subscribe because we're on the road to 2K. Yes, sir. Okay, so they said Bandai asks, would you like to see energy markers for masters at a future point? 65.4% people say yes, and 32 people, well, 5.6% said no. And I don't care. I use other cards as my energy markers. That was 28.9%. And I could definitely agree to that because when Fusion World first came out, and I think I talked about this in my other video, but when Fusion World came out, energy markers was a thing. Now, of course, when Masters announced it, you know, we're all using Pokemon cards, old Dragon Ball Z cards, just stuff just to enjoy, right? While we enjoy the hobby. But Masters doing energy markers is becoming a thing and it's becoming very popular. So with that being said, that will allow us to enjoy more. Plus, people even trade energy markers. It's the design of it too, like the gold prints and the other characters the iconic characters that we enjoy. So I'm all on board for it. Would you like to see common and uncommon foil cards return? Absolutely. 87% people say yes. 5.4% people say no, and 7.4% people said I don't care about foil cards. Now, I do want to see common and uncommon cards come back as foil because people take foiling out a deck in Dragon Ball Super card game is a big deal. People take that seriously. I mean, and then the value of it increases as well, so it's more of a flex. But like I plan on getting assimilates foiled, you know, but they're pretty expensive. But I'm gonna get them. But yeah, it's a flex, and then of course it looks it's a bling. You're blinging out your deck, and for 87.2% people to say yes, that's literally a chunk of people who take this deck, who take their decks very seriously. They take this hobby very seriously. So yes, I would like to see that as well. Are you satisfied with the current amount of Lexi support? 2 cards per color in sets, anniversary box, and promos. Always like to see more or less of it. I like to see even more legacy support. 68.8% people say yes. And I think the reason why they say that because you know every time an anniversary box comes out or a box for support comes out, it gives us hope. It does. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm happy with the amount that we're currently getting, 26.5%. I'm neutral on legacy support, 4.6%. And I think there's too much legacy support, 0.2%. But you can see people love this game and people are pressing because people want to play old decks. Yes, they're always going to be meta decks, but the more you look at the tournaments, the surveys, the charts, or even the decks that are being played, they're older decks. They're all older decks. Greenku has been around for a minute. Greenku is still pretty fresh, but Ivo playing SS3 and Toppin, come on, man. Can you imagine SS3 height of returns getting support? I'm just saying. But yes, I'm on board with this too because we want our old decks to come back. If you could pick one of these, what would you like to see come back the most? Reboot leaders. Yes, 59%, 59.6% people say reboot leaders. Surge leaders, 23.7%. I mean, I'm satisfied with my surge leader. I just need him to get some support. Invoker. All right, witch leaders, 6.7%. Flip leaders, 2.6%. I don't care about any of these, 7.4%. Reboot leaders is a big thing. So when I was in Dallas for Card Fest, Bandai, some of the Bandai developers, which one I befriended, he was telling me that they were trying to reboot leaders from set 2. This is a big deal. That means that old leaders come back, new support comes along the way, and you be able to use some of your older cards. And I think fans of the community are really pushing to use some of their older cards, even though they're pretty collectible. Well, they're collectibles, right? People want to see them. Would you like to see cards from the ban list come back in a redesigned, more balanced version, like rebooted cards, for example? 75.1% said yes. I minus Killing Zone. That's a card because you do minus Killing Zone with the Victory Strike combo. I want that card to come back as a limit one. Don't come at me. I'm just saying I want it to come back. You tap 1 energy, okay? maybe 2, and warp some cards. 4.4% say no. Neutral on it is 12.3%. I'd rather have cards come back as they are, 8.2%. I think the reason why people are big on the redesigns because they did have an impact in the early sets. I mean, can you imagine Battering Laser is like tap 3, and pitch 1 yellow? I mean, you never know what to expect. But Battering Laser was such a broken card, and if it was to come back redesign, it would be I probably have like pitch 2 yellow and 2 yellow and tap 2 yellow. That's just a thought. That's just a thought. But I'm on board with this too. I think I mean the game, people want to see old stuff come back. Nostalgic. It's pretty cool. So you notice that they have these leaders on they have these leaders in display. And what you notice is that you do see Invoker on here. You see Invoker, and I think that's pretty cool. You see Supreme Warrior. So part of me think that it might get rebooted or they might get some legacy support. So I could tell Tatsuro told me that Invoker is pretty hard. It's a hard deck because it is a broken mechanic. But I could tell they're trying to make these leaders get the support that they need. So I'm looking forward to Limerick Pass. You also have the King Vegeta leader, Gogeta Faithful Fusion, which is a very popular card. My teammate Ray plays that. You have Kefla, Surge Ferocity, which people hated that leader because of his skills, but they enjoyed the deck itself, if that makes sense. And you have the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the father and son Onslaught, which that was a very popular, very strong deck at the time. Of course, you have the Mil Janemba. You have the Android 21, Xeno. What's it? Is that Xeno VJX? I don't know where I forgot. And you have Cooler. And Prophet of Demise was a cool Gogeta card. You can actually run the new SER in that, so that's pretty nice. All right, so in this next page, you see Gohan from Dragon Ball Superhero, SS4 Vegeta. My captain actually played that Vegeta. He loved SS4 Vegeta Ultimate Evolution. That was still a strong leader. Of course, you have Rainbow Vegito. So you even have the starter deck Vegeta and Trunks. I'm sorry, Vegeta and Kaba from the starter deck. So that gives me a hint that these are the cards that they're looking at to reboot and to or just give support to. Legacy support is a big deal when it comes to players. So I'm curious to see what you guys are hype about. But I know what I'm hype about. Well, what I can say is that, I mean, shout out to DBS Lookout for posting this. But what I can say is that they are listening to us. I mean, even like I said, I have video of them talking to us at Fest. They were asking me. They were asking Jung. They were asking Eric Mayano. They were asking us, what do y'all want to see? What do y'all want? And I remember when they were looking at, and this is so cool. The developers was I love their accents. I love the Japanese culture. I love the accents, but they were speaking in Japanese and they were pointing at certain leaders going double strike, and I thought that was so cool how they say double strike, and it was so cool, man. It was so cool. But it's just they're passionate about it and they see it. I mean, even when we were there playing at Fest, Tatsuro was walking around and he was watching us, and man, dude, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. But look, what are you guys' thoughts on the survey? Obviously, Master's going to be around for a very long time. What leaders y'all want to see? And I know on the Facebook post, I see King Vegeta. I see people talk about King Vegeta more than or Piccolo. I know Giancarlo played the Piccolo leader, but I'm excited. I get so hyped. Okay, I'm having you 7. Have a great day. Remember, the Lord loves you. Bye.
In this bitch going crazy.